Brodie Brazil here to recap Game 79 for the Sharks. It was their second time facing the Oilers within the last 8 days, and the second time Edmonton takes a close win over San Jose. 4-2 was the final in this one, including an empty netter in the final 25 seconds. Now, Edmonton came into tonight on the doorstep of the postseason, needing just 1 point to punch their tickets to the Stanley Cup playoffs for a sixth straight time. But you do realize last game, Macklin had a hat trick and all three of these guys scored a goal. So, did Uncle Tyler do another sleepover with Will and Mac in Edmonton? We'll never know. What we do know, 71 was in the giving mood during warm-up. I'm counting a total of 4 pucks gifted over the glass here in Alberta, and I'm sure there were another 3 to 4 that our cameras just didn't catch, but nice to see Celebrini in the celebratory mood. Let's show you an example of resilience early in this game. The Sharks took 4 stick penalties in the first half of the contest alone, and the first one actually both cost them, but also came with some redemption. Will Smith here trying to retrieve this puck below the goal line. His stick will turn Brett Kulak's twig into 2 pieces, so that's a penalty. Then on the ensuing Oilers power play, like right off the draw, Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard playing a little back and forth here. Bouchard's blast is the first goal of this game as Edmonton would go up 2-0. But then in the final 2 minutes of the first period, Celebrini here on the forecheck, and look at Kovalenko with the stick lift and that sweet backhand over to Smith, right in stride, right in time for Smitty. That's a 4-game goal streak, 5 Genos in that span, and the Sharks make it a 1-goal game by the end of the first period. And in the second period, the Oilers kind of took better control of this game. They had more zone time, they had more chances, but just one problem for them. The Sharks got the only goal of the period and had it tied with just 20 minutes left to play of regulation. And the play here is simple. William Eklund from not the greatest angle, just puts a puck on net. The long rebound goes to the other side where Henry Thrun jumps in. He also just puts a puck on net. It somehow crosses the goal line through a little bit of traffic out front, so how about that for the Sharks? Getting outdrawn, getting outchanced and outshot, but still loitering in this game, just like you'd want. Ultimately, the big difference tonight was simple as this. San Jose took too many penalties, gave the Oilers almost 8 total minutes of power play time, and they converted twice on man advantages, including what turned out to be the game-deciding goal. A Corey Perry goal against the Sharks always stings, no matter if it was last decade with the Ducks or this decade with the Oilers, but he was parked right out front, and just look at that skating and passing by Connor McDavid. Serves it up on the platter to the crease, and Perry got a blade on it. That's 56 career points against San Jose in 78 games for Perry versus the Sharks. At that point, the Oilers go up 3-2. Connor McDavid picks up his 3rd assist of the night, now 70 assists on the season for a 5th straight season.
Well, like a lot of other games, we played a really hard game. I feel like we always win a lot of games, and this is one of them. So, it's tough losing this way, but we're always competing.
We've been out of the play for a while, but I see right now everyone's fighting for one another. This game, obviously, they have a lot to play for, but for us, we're digging in and we want to be a part of it and be giving them a hell of a challenge. So I feel like today we did that, but obviously we want to come away with a win, so a little disappointed, but still a good team effort for sure.
Is that kind of a process, just steps? You got to play hard and got to get into the positions to win games, and then as your younger team matures, you'll be able to kind of hopefully in the future pull out some of these tight games?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've been in this situation several times. We kind of lose the game just by 1 or 2 goals, but I mean, it comes a little bit right now, like you said, it's a young team, new players coming in, but we got to figure that one out. And I mean, obviously this year you take a lot from it that you can teach from. So obviously next year we want to come back and improve on it. So I feel like for us to kind of like go through this and have this process that we're going through right now could be something that we can take advantage for to next year.
Yeah, we're gonna play hard to the end. That's for sure. I said to our coaching staff after, you would never know we only have 20 wins. I think I got to give a lot of credit to our group. We're competing. A little slow start, but we got it going there. Had some good chances, good chance to tie it up. So I got to give a lot of credit to the group. They're continuing to compete. They're not looking at the record. They just want to compete and play for each other. So that's something we can, tip our hat to.
By the way, McDavid also assisted on the empty netter, so helpers on all 4 gets him to 71 assists on the season and the 4-2 Oilers final score. As for the Sharks, they have just 3 games left on the season: in Calgary on Sunday, in Vancouver on Monday, and then the season finale at the Tank on Wednesday against these very same Edmonton Oilers.